wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly.
Welcome. This is the second episode of our podcast, Don't Shoot the Messenger.
Yep.
I am CP the baby, the late night
Please
lover,
say the
like
baby.
top never under the covers. Got my wonderful co-host with me.
Yeah, you got Rady V. You got Rady V. They know what it is, nigga. No introduction.
Young
Like, no,
Rady
let me
V.
stop.
So
Let me stop. I'm not even like that.
Before we get too far into it, though, one thing we didn't do on the first show, we didn't really give you too much of a background upon ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So you know the listeners know who they listening to. You know, I'm CP. I'm a distinguished gang member. You know what I'm saying? That was a past life. Now we're moving on to bigger and better things. You know, now young entrepreneur, business owner.
See, Rady V, she's an ex-hot girl. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I've grown into my refined, sexy, grown woman self. So it's like,
Yes,
I have a lot of the like, I wouldn't say that, but you know what I'm saying? I used to be a dancer. You know, I went through a lot in my younger years. Then I transitioned. I joined the military, got some more structure. You know what I'm saying? Went got my degree. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a little bit, I got a little, I guess, a best of both worlds. Okay. So that's where my perspective comes from, if you guys were wondering.
You still got some of them moves?
Just a little bit.
You can share a little something with the podcast?
That's gonna be the uncut version when I gotta pay. Hello.
That's that Patreon.
OnlyFans.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, that's where I'm coming from, y'all. Take it away, Mr. Rashad.
I'm Rashad Ottman. I'm a business owner. I'm a graphic designer. I'm into marketing. And I'm also into relationships, talking about relationships. And I'm a future husband.
Hey.
What about the past? Tell them a little something about you that they didn't know.
He's trying to move on from his life, his old lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure, you know, it's the common story amongst us melanated beings on this planet, you know, that comes from the belly of the beast. Of course, you know, it was outside, you know, I'll just leave it at that.
Nigga was out. He was out here.
He's modest.
But you know, with age, you grow up. You know, situations happen. You gain wisdom, and you just thank God that you're alive and you're still able to do things.
That's right.
Heard that.
Right. I don't think we even said where we're all from. We all hail from San Diego, California, because you know we might get bigger and we might have listeners from other places.
We will. Got to speak it into existence, baby.
Okay. I'm just saying. So yeah, let's let people know.
Let's
like we all from
manifest.
Dago. We call it Dago. So if y'all hear us say Dago, that's San Diego, California.
They from Dago. I'm from Skyline.
That Skyline is the hood area in San Diego. If you guys didn't know, because you know a lot of my friends are in Florida, so they might be watching. Like, what is that? I'm originally
They
from
think it's
Florida.
Skyline. Ooh, the Skyline.
Right, Skyline. It sounds pretty. Skyline is the ghetto.
No,
but you know what? Being from Florida, to be honest with you, Skyline is not. I mean, I'm sure ghetto things happen there. You know what I'm saying? But as far as how it looks, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
compared to like the trenches down south. Like
put some respect on my video.
Okay, it's pretty though. It look. I mean, I'm sure it's. I lived in Paradise Hills for a little while, which is not Skyline, but you know, it's like I went to school with all the Skyline boys, so it's like right there on the borderline, like the borderline of the ghetto or whatever. So I remember, and that's the first neighborhood I moved to, moving from Florida. And so that's when I found out about Bloods and gang banging and all. I was like, oh my God, this shit is like the movies.
And that niggas of blood. Yes, home of that.
Just like exactly like that, exactly like on the wood. That's exactly how it was. I had a little country accent and everything. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
That's funny as hell. What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Nessa, aka Blasian Mommy. As I said in the last episode, I do other podcasts as well. But a little background about me: I work with the childrens. That's what I do. I work with the childrens. And it's love the kids during the day, and at night I'm just a whole ass hoe, and I ain't shit. Not just playing. No, I'm not. Definitely the total opposite. But yeah, as I was saying, on one of my podcast with the Jig is Dev. Shout out to the boys. I do a segment called the NSA, which is the Nessa service announcement, and I talk about sex and relationships. So that's why I think it's perfect to talk about all of that stuff with y'all on here. I think it's a cool little thing. But yeah, my background, just been in a few toxic relationships.
Haven't we all
dated a bunch of short niggas?
Not a bunch.
Chauncey
just
got
just two.
And what's wrong with short niggas?
motherfuckers.
There might be short people watching, and you're offending them.
They
Ain't
short,
nothing
but they got
wrong
an
with it.
extra leg, baby.
Got the table leg short niggas
not
on
all
deck.
of them.
Hit Vanessa,
Like a
she got the
tripod.
directory.
Hello.
If you want to look over your nigga, hit Vanessa. She got the directory for the short niggas with the table legs.
Oh, that ain't it, but yeah.
All right.
But anyway, how y'all feeling though? Like, how was your weekend?
Man,
If y'all don't know, we record on Monday, so a lot of our talks will be coming off the weekend. So how y'all feeling? How was y'all weekend?
Mine was laid back. Y'all the ones that look like y'all had the hot girl summer. Y'all brought it back for 2021.
We didn't look. Yeah, we
Hello.
I was like, bust down, Nessiana, bust down, Nessiana.
Yeah,
want to see you bust down.
We was lit. It was our homegirl's birthday party. She had a yacht party, y'all. We was lit. That shit was so fun.
Yeah,
shouts out to Sheena, because that's a birthday party. That's how it should be, you know, especially at her age too. You know, it just looked like a movie. You know what I mean? It looked good.
I had a question though, because this is what kind of baffles me. You know what I'm saying? It's no disrespect to nobody, but is that what the sisters do? Like, as soon as y'all get together, have a little function, it turned into a twerkathon. What's going on with that?
Yeah, and what's wrong with that? Where else we gonna do it at? We want to clap our asses, and y'all know me. Y'all know y'all know I'm always gonna come with the historical facts. That is in our DNA. In
the
Africa,
reason why I asked it.
That is how the women dance. That's why when we start to hear rhythmic beats, I know y'all gonna think I'm so nerdy, but I be studying shit. I look shit up.
You're a history
When
buff.
Black people hear rhythmic beats, it brings us back to our primal state, and we shake our butts. That's what they did in Africa. That's what we do now. That shit connects us to our ancestors. So I'm gonna twerk this ass whenever I hear some bass. You goddamn right.
Rady, do you see that? It's the people's eyebrow. The people's eyebrow. The people's eyebrow. Is
that shit is in our nature. We have been, y'all, I don't want to go on a rant because I know we got topics to talk about, but we have been, what's the word, brainwashed to believe that things like that or anything sexual is bad. That comes from the Judeo-Christian mindset. Okay, just like how we used to be naked and it was normal. That wasn't weird. Now you can't even show a titty without being a hoe. That's natural. It's natural to dance. It's natural to get around your friends and feel good and move your body and listen to music. That shit is in your soul. Like, it's okay.
You know what's a natural response to that?
What?
Them dick pics sliding in them DMs. Show them tits and all them nips all you want. Don't be mad when the dick pics is in the DM, no. Because you're not being conservative. You know what happened to ladies being a little bit more conservative? Y'all over there.
You didn't see Saturday night? You didn't see us Saturday? It was real
called
classy.
balance.
You're a Libra. You should know this, sir.
Hey.
Saturday was classy as fuck. Then Sunday we turned up.
Very classy Saturday. You've seen us.
If my woman was on that boat, I've been swimming up on that boat in the middle of the
ocean, she wasn't
snatching her ass up off that.
Why? Because she's with her homegirls? Because she's with her homegirls turned up?
It was like
an all-female situation.
It was like 3-4 niggas on that boat too, and like 30 girls.
Was two.
Niggas was getting active.
No,
they weren't.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm just more of a conservative a little bit sometimes. You know, when I see it, I'm like,
fuck up, gangbanger.
I'm like, listen. When I see it, I be like, you know, what happened to ladies kind of being a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? This is all on camera and everything, and then it just perpetuates something that we don't want to see, because every music video for girls or men, that's all you see. That's what young kids is growing up seeing, and it's just, you know, I just be like, is that all we can do? You know, because it seems like it's kind of cliche.
It's not all we can do. But when it's your homegirl's birthday, you best believe we're going to have our cheeks out clapping them motherfuckers. And then Monday, we all got up, all of us, and took our ass to work and got back in mommy mode.
Hey, and when you check your DM and Snap, they're going to have their dicks out snapping. They're going to have their dicks out snapping them motherfuckers. While you clapping them motherfuckers, they snapping them motherfuckers. Like, she might like that. She might like that. Hey, I know my dog Rashad got something to say about the dick pics in the DM.
Oh well, yeah, that's something I don't participate in. You know, that's, I mean, for
I
what?
would hope not.
For what? You know, a lot of dudes, in my opinion, a lot of dudes or some dudes do that thinking that that's the bait on the end of the fishing pole, that's going to bring that girl in. I'm not sure of the rate on how the percentage of that being a success. So, but I would assume that women or people don't like that in general.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's pretty much what I think about it.
This is what I be thinking though. When chicks always be posting about it, outside of you're welcoming the attention, number one. But outside of that, at some point it must be some kind of success rate because motherfuckers ain't just gonna keep on sending their dick in the DM and possibly risk being exposed.
Have you sent any? Because people, guys don't care. Oh, you haven't.
I just send a dick print. You know what I'm saying? I have my boxes. I send a dick print, so you know you ain't wasting no time.
But y'all ain't see before we press record. Chauncey had his shirt off. Hello. Show the clip. Roll the clip.
Roll the clip.
I was finding something to wear. I wasn't naked, just a shirt off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying in general. You know what I'm saying?
You've never ever sent your dick
unsolicited just to a chick? Fuck no. Listen, man, I got a reputation to uphold. You're not about to put me on camera or snap me a snapshot and send it and put my ad on there and all these bitches. Even if it gets me some more attention, you're not gonna have me out there embarrassed like that. You know, I ain't on Pornhub for a reason. I keep all my shit stored away somewhere.
I can honestly say I don't believe you, and I'm gonna just keep it at that.
Unsolicited dick pics for me? I got a reputation, baby.
Oh, now maybe.
Out like that.
You ain't never sent no dick pic, not once.
I ain't saying
a whole lie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Unsolicited. Okay.
Like if I'm talking to a chick, I'm fucking around with a chick, and we send some shit back to each other.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy.
That's normal. That's normal.
I'm talking about a chick popping the DM, open that, and it's like, bing. You know.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, I've talked, like, even my fiance. You know, I've had that conversation with her because it's been a post on or a meme on a Facebook or whatever, and I was like, you know, guys done it to you? She was like, all the time. You know, random dudes don't even know where this dude came from. You know, or a person who's been following her for X amount of years.
It's always a weirdo. It's always always dude.
It's
you
know, one of them late night. It's a fetish.
Yeah, they're voyagers.
Yeah, so that's
not voyagers. World. Is that what it's called?
No, you're thinking of
that's people who watch people.
Right? No, that's a voyeur. That's a voyeur. But she's talking about something else because I'm a voyeur.
She's thinking of Star Trek.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about. When you like to watch people do stuff.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you don't? So you don't like to be watched? You just want to watch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic that people don't agree with me on. But
I said a voyager.
That's what I'm saying. You was thinking about Star Trek, but you know, well then let me ask you then. I mean, what turns you on? Icebreaker. What turns you on?
Who's that question? Who you asking first?
Yeah, we didn't even finish our unsolicited topic.
Oh, you got some more to say about the dick pics in the DM? What do you do when you see them?
Well, because you know we're not. It's not just men doing it though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you guys get it from women?
Ready to look up. When I said, what do you do when you see them?
I mean, no. I to be honest, I haven't had that many. Believe it or not, I definitely haven't had any in a long time. But even in my whole life, that probably only happened to me maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't get a lot of dick pics.
You know what? And men always think that we just get like a plethora of them.
Yeah.
You open your DMs. That is not
actually. I can only. I don't know how many I've gotten, but I can only remember 2.
You guys post about it enough.
Not me in particular, but I know women do. So maybe. But the thing is, they might be. A lot of times, women. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, okay, yeah. What did you respond? You just talking about the nigga who sent you the dick pic, but what did you say? What did you say back? Show that part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody just finna be, like you said, ain't nobody just finna be sending dick.
No, motherfuckers do.
Doing it.
Really?
Some dudes do.
I haven't experienced that.
Did it in Star Trek?
Yes. Yes, girl or guys be doing that and they don't care. Like you said, it's on that weirdo shit.
Yeah,
Like
they're always some
they'll
weirdos.
send it. Like I've had, which is another thing we about to talk about, is when guys be talking to themselves in the DMs. I have a list of, or I had a guy like talk to himself back to back to back to back, and then poof, show the damn dick. Like if I didn't respond to your last messages for the past year, what
Maybe
makes
you
you think your
responded
dick's
this
gonna be
good.
like, oh, what's good? How you doing? Nah.
Those,
Yeah.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. I think men are like that, think that women are wired like them.
Well,
Meaning,
you
like,
you gotta understand. Our primitive stages, a man took what he wanted back in them days. So,
you're
we gotta,
right.
if you start reverting back to your primitive stage, you know what I'm saying? If a man seeing you, he wants you, show you this dick, you know what I'm saying?
He used to just club your ass over the head and take what he wanted back in the
He didn't have
primal.
to
You're
club you,
right.
he
You're
just
actually
grab you
right.
by your arm. Get over
You're
here.
right.
He was more
And
like
that
Scorpion,
was
not some
normal.
people.
And it was normal. You're right. That might have something to do with that. It might be some kind of connection. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna be up tonight all night geeking trying to study that. But
But
And
guys, oh no, go ahead.
Vanessa like to watch too, so
Not everybody knows
she in a
that
watch group.
unless they
Vanessa, I have a
listen to
feeling
my
after this podcast, you finna get hella dick pics.
I don't think so though. I
You're gonna
really
get at least
don't.
one. I guarantee you. Once we post this, you're gonna get at least one.
I
Guarantee
doubt
you.
it.
You gonna get
I
them, Rady,
doubt
because you don't
it.
want to tell me you ain't got it. If you just stand up for
I
a second,
don't want them. I don't want them.
Oh,
If you
I don't
got it-
want them either.
if you
Just a
got
lot
it-
of times, just to let y'all know, disclaimer, some men, be careful, be mindful who you send your dick pics to, because sometimes it just be floating around in our girl chats. Because we're just like, what the fuck? Granted, like Rady says, sometimes it's like, oh, well, what did you say to get that? But me personally, I don't like it. It actually upsets me because keyword unsolicited. I didn't ask for this shit. And I ain't never had to ask for shit.
Why you think I don't send them?
Okay.
Yes, rude as fuck. Think about it if it wasn't the internet. That's like, imagine walking through the grocery store and a dude just flashes his, like, it's the same thing. It's the same principle.
But let me ask though, fellas.
Fitting room.
Have you guys received unsolicited pussy or titty pics? Like, and I say unsolicited because granted, some men do, but they're just like, it's cool. I didn't ask for it, but I like it. But have you received some that you didn't? You said what?
Snapchat a little bit sometimes. You might, some. It's one of the Mexican chicks. She used to always like to send me stuff like she had a little dildo on the wall in her shower and stuff. I never fucked with her, never met her either, but she just like to send me stuff sometimes, like titties.
And you hit that replay. You hit that replay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at. I'm a watch. I don't mind. Even I won't give a dick. If she was a big old fat chick, I'd be laughing. But I would look at it, but I'd just be laughing like, look at this shit. But no, but like seriously though, nah. I mean, it would just. It happens every once in a while, but it don't happen nearly as much as I would like to. But that's how I like my women to get at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you fuck with me,
with it.
I need, go ahead and, bust it open from something, get me attracted. Take my teeth out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, back to it.
And what about you, Rashad? In the past, I know you were happily soon to be married man, but in the past, like, did you get unsolicited private type of photos and you're just like, what the fuck? Or you just like, cool, I mean, shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can only remember two people, but at the end of the day, it's like,
we don't complain.
I don't know. It's like, it's not, yeah. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna send her to Facebook jail or MySpace.
That's how I
jail
be feeling.
Black
I want to
Planet jail. I mean, I guess if I was a girl and a dude was doing that to me, the thing that I would do is I would send that to all his family members, especially if he's in the picture holding it up, and you see his face. I'm sending that to his mom's, grandma, auntie.
Damn, that's savage as hell.
You know what I'm saying? Because now I think different now because I have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, I even told my fiance the other day, I said, I don't even look at women on Instagram the same no more. Like that could, what? You know what I mean? I got a daughter now. I just think different now. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, that's definitely happened before, but I didn't care.
That's why I ain't about that twerk.
It was ugly.
I ain't about all that twerk life and women exposing themselves all like that on the internet because I got a daughter. So I'll be looking at them like, damn. I'll be looking at women sometimes like, it's excessive sometimes. I'll be like, is that all y'all do? That's what y'all do? This is what my daughter gonna grow up and be looking at and trying to do? I'm trying to raise a young lady. I'm trying to raise an elegant woman. When I look at women, I like an elegant woman. I don't need her clothes, titties and ass busting out everything. I'm not like that. I like my women elegant. I'll smack a hoochie down, but the women I like and I'm attracted to, intelligent and elegant women, they don't really conduct themselves that way. Not that other women ain't intelligent, but for the most part, most intelligent, elegant women, that ain't tongues out,
Oh, that's me all day.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I'm very intelligent, but I
to
will
be,
all day long, baby. It's
Hey,
about balance.
I was,
See, that's the thing,
I was.
y'all.
Go ahead.
I
Now
like
you're right. And I actually
Ladies
agree with
first.
you. I actually agree. And I understand what you're saying. I want to acknowledge what you're saying. And I want to acknowledge, that's what you like. But there's some women who like know how to like turn it on and turn it off. Okay.
Yeah.
So for example, y'all be wanting these little angels and shit, but then does she know how to, you know what I'm saying, in the bedroom? Like
they gotta work. They gotta turn for it. Not to cut you out. They gotta turn for it. Lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets.
Right. So when she's with her homegirls on a boat, on a private boat with just her homegirls for her homegirl's birthday, she can't turn up and clap some ass. That's insane.
Nah, she need to be the one in the back taping y'all doing it.
That's
like
me.
Like,
right, Rady? I'm the camera person.
I'm both.
Okay, hey,
I be having a camera. I have a vlogger camera, and I be twerking. I be like,
all right, let me add my 2 cents, right?
Okay.
I think for certain dudes,
what would you do?
Listen up. No, listen up. I think certain dudes appreciate that, right? I mean, all dudes appreciate looking and seeing that, right? But I think at a certain age, some dudes, they don't want that. They want something that's probably maybe closer to what their mom was or the women in their family was. Like, for an example, like none of the women in my family, they don't go out there flapping their butts and titties and stuff around. But I know that's I don't want to be what did you say?
Did you ask them? Because back then they didn't record it. So I'm sure your aunties and mamas was at some party in the 90s clapping ass. They probably just ain't on camera.
Well, nah,
these days, listen. These days, women are doing that in front of babies, little girls, kids. It's just normal. It's normal. No, it's normal.
That's what I don't do.
If it's on the internet, children are watching. Whether it's in person or online, children are watching. I mean, that's just what it is. At the end of the day, you can't run away from that. But like I said, back to some men, they like and appreciate that. They cool, with that. And then there's some men who just want that, like what Chauncey's talking about. So
right, but then again, so like, let's say you're not trying to attract a man. Like, nigga, I'm at a party with my homegirls turned up. I'm not looking for a husband.
We just talking about what men's view on it.
Right.
Y'all see is just having a good time. Girls is having girls' time.
Right.
Now, in public or in private, without cameras involved, that's y'all prerogative. That's what y'all do. Can't nobody judge you.
Right.
But when you have a camera, when it's recorded, that leaves the room for people to judge you.
Right.
So and not only Christians. I mean, you talking about all kinds of different
Muslim men, especially a conservative Christian view. Muslims is much more conservative than Christians is. Remember, some countries that's Muslim, they women ain't even allowed to show their face, just their eyes and shit. They bunch of ninjas walking around. I seen them in Dubai.
That's not fair, but but at the end of the day, some men like it, some dudes don't, and I think it depends on age and maturity as well too.
Yeah, and that's why we say to each its own.
And I was gonna say this, it's just funny that every time a man tells a woman something that they don't like, or they're not for, the women's, what if we don't want it? What if we're not trying to impress a man? Or what if we don't care about, we're not looking to get a man, or we're not looking for one, we just trying to do this and that.
Or what if you got a man and he don't give a fuck?
Wait. Let me finish saying this. What you're not gonna do is talk over me.
Ooh. I know you ain't
sorry, Kevin.
I know you ain't
Kevin.
What the French toast?
Real shit.
He just Kevin Samuel me.
Real shit. But look, so you know what I'm saying? But real shit, but that's something that Kevin says, like, when a man is telling you what they don't want, and y'all deciding what y'all want, what do y'all want? Y'all want to be right? Or you want to have a man? That was his topic yesterday. You want to be right, you want to have a man. Y'all sitting there telling us that y'all don't give a fuck, but then y'all complaining that y'all ain't got no man. And then he gave
we do give a fuck. I'm listening. I said, but what if? Yeah. Or what if you do have a man? What if you're married and your nigga don't care?
I don't know too many.
Or it doesn't bother him.
That's why all the men was talking about their girls going to Miami, going on trips or something. Talking about when you get back from this trip, you see all the memes. When she get back from this trip, it's over. I'm gonna fuck her up or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
They lying as fuck. They gonna be mad, but they gonna be right back over there.
But that's what I'm saying. But you adding fuel to the fire because now he feel like, oh, okay, she out here wilding out. You don't really know what she doing. Now I'm finna go wild out. So it's just not a good thing to have. But you know, when me,
no man should act like that. I mean, the point you all, but no man should be like, well, if she did something, I'm gonna go do something.
But
too.
no, that's just nature of people. That's just nature of people. People will do something to get back at you because if they hurt, they're gonna hurt people, right?
Yeah.
Hurt people.
But wouldn't you discuss it with your partner? I feel like you should know, like, okay, like
it's a
respect
with your girls issue.
Like, I don't know, like in my relationships, like we talk about it. Like, okay, I'm with my girls. Like, even with the party, for example, I told him, we're about to go. He asked me, is it going to be dudes there? Maybe a few of her homeboys. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't with him. All right, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. He already know how I get down.
That nigga ain't got no say so though. He in Pelican Bay right now. So I'm talking about
let me tell you something.
Talking about single women.
At the end of the day, women don't, or some women don't care. They don't care how you feel. They don't care how I feel. They don't care how nobody feels. They just trying to have a good time. That's what they looking at. They looking at it as a good time and celebration. They enjoying each other.
They need to be prepared to die alone.
No, like she said, she got a man. He's not tripping.
It like I said, person. it really depends per like it's case by case. Like the dude that I'm dealing with, like he just like, oh, you about to be with your thotty friends, and I'm just like,
they just be like
whatever.
And then they know the real you. They know what you would do and what you wouldn't do. They know your character.
But I'm talking about in general. I'm not even talking about just that part. I'm talking about when men tend to tell women what they do not like and express this stuff, and women just like, well, I'm just gonna all this extra shit. It's all good while you're young. You got a bunch of niggas in your DM. Just remember, you got to get old.
You're right. I agree.
Older man always gonna get him a younger girl, but an older woman, danger zone.
Yeah. No, I actually agree. You're right. Like if I was really single and trying to find a guy, I probably would modify my behavior a little bit. But since I got a nigga who don't care, I get to be wild as I want.
No, and that's real. So we're not saying we disagree with you. We're just saying like, if you have a healthy relationship and they know that's you, especially if that's how they met you,
right?
That's how you get down when you're with your girls. And
same with you guys. Like some girls would never let their man go. Not let. Well, I mean, it's a new day, but some women would be very bothered by their man going to a club or a strip club. Like, absolutely not. Me, nigga, what? Please go.
Yeah,
please go.
Because I'm gonna go to Walmart wearing gray sweatpants.
Hello,
right? Because I'm gonna set this straight right now. Y'all take this to the bank and cash it.
We're listening.
Pussy never ran dick. So a woman don't let a man do shit.
That's why I misspoke and corrected myself, because honestly, believe it or not, you guys, I'm very submissive and I really like the man to be the leader. I asked my man, can I do things like for the party that we talking about? I asked if I could go. So he was like, yeah.
So you like to be tied up and shit?
Not that far, but I like to, yeah. I mean, not just any old nigga I'm dating, but if you're my man, yes, I'm gonna ask you if it's okay if I go places.
Do your Megan Thee Stallion. Go ahead. Like to be tied up.
Oh, you wasn't sing that. Yeah, I get crazy. I'm the craziest one. Like when I'm with my girls, I'm the craziest. I'm the wildest. I take it to the extreme because during the week, we be so mom, we have the mom life, and then you have, if you have a husband, you got to deal with him, or if you're single, it's stressful. So when we get with our friends, it's a release. It is a release, and it's like it might look like a lot, but we're letting out a lot of stress and frustration. Like these, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't do this every day. Like this is our first time out, being in California. We've been in quarantine forever. So some of us, this was our first time out in a year. So it might've looked a little extreme, but we was letting out a lot. Okay. It was a release. So I had a great time.
Y'all was
you guys look like animals. You guys had a great time.
If you guys want to see the footage, I will be doing a vlog on my YouTube channel. It's Radiev, RADIEV. Here on YouTube, and I was vlogging the whole thing, and we had a great time. We really did.
Yeah,
everybody was happy.
We'll link it in the description. I'll put the link to the vlog in the description.
So then, what turns y'all on sexually then? Since what is y'all's go to? What does a
Turn
man do that he
ons.
get you every time? He get you. He do this.
Honestly, I love a gentleman. I love a I don't want to say
Next
this because
person.
I don't want to say this because people misconstrue it. Like our last podcast, check episode 1, you guys, for reference. But I honestly, and I hate to say this because my homegirls make fun of me, but I don't want to say hood niggas. I don't want to say hood niggas, but I like really aggressive men, not averagely aggressive men, but I like my men like really, really, really masculine. Like in the Latino culture, they call them like machismo. Like I like that shit.
So
So
really aggressive hood niggas or really aggressive gentlemen.
yeah, I know that's
Really
crazy, but
aggressive
I really
gentlemen.
like that. Yeah. I like men who have like a backbone or like a past because I like character. So I like men not necessarily come from the streets, but I like men with a story. Like I don't want no boring dude. Like I need of course I want him to be reformed now that I'm older. It's funny because with my homegirls when we're joking, I always say I want a reformed hood nigga. Like I want a dude who's been in the streets, who's seen all that and is kind of like over it, and now he's like, easing into his gentlemanness, and
So
then like that.
that's why you hold on to your prison nigga, because that's a prison term, reform. He about to come out rehabilitated and reformed and shit.
Actually, believe it or not, I don't want to get too personal. I get more personal on my personal podcast, but like, he's not a thug at all. He's not a gang member or a gangster at all. He's actually a really sweet guy, but he just got caught up in some bullshit. But he's like what's the word I'm looking for? He has nothing. He's like an exception to what I usually like. And it's funny because me and him always talk about that. How he says, I know I'm not your type. I know I'm not your type. He always says that, and he's not. And
But
I'm not his type. But it's
now
deeper
he
than that.
is. Now he is because he in there.
Now he went to prison.
Poking niggas. He in there poking niggas and shit.
Please don't disrespect my man, because I get really, 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 really defensive.
Nah, fuck.
Okay?
I didn't say he in there fucking niggas. I said he in there poking niggas. Stabbing. Nigga got his.
Oh, poking. Oh, I thought she was talking about something.
That's what I thought. You was
Chauncey,
like,
don't
Nah,
say
he
that
ain't
because
there-
I will cuss.
He
I
in
don't
there
play about my
shiving.
man.
He got his shiv on deck.
Oh, nah, he ain't shanking niggas. I mean, nah, he come from the shoulders with it. My nigga, he a different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying?
If they got a blaster, you better have you a blaster too, nigga. That shoulder shit only means so much when the nigga got a gun.
Okay, let's divert off of me.
Yes.
Poking niggas. Nah, but yeah. What about you, Vanessa? What's your turn on Rashad? Either one of y'all can go first.
So yeah, I'm turned on by like just in a nutshell, just in case it wasn't clear. I'm turned on by extremely aggressive men. Yes, I like that a lot.
So they just grab you by the arm
Because I like to be submissive. Like I said, like you guys probably don't think so, but I like to be submissive. Like I want to be submissive. I'm really old school. Like I want my man to hit me. Like it's crazy because like
to hit you.
Not hit me, but I'm saying like this is what okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like just so you guys can get a visual. Like when I'm in bed by my fucking lonely ass self, like I just imagine like it would be so dope. Like if I had like a dude here like land with me and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like we like, you know what I'm saying, do it or whatever. And then like he hits me on the shoulder, like, hey baby, go make me something to eat. I'd be like, yeah, baby, okay, I'm about to go make you something to eat. And like I get up in the middle of the night and like make him something to eat, you know what I'm saying? Like bring it back. Like I want to do that. Like I want to do that. So
want to
bad.
cater to him.
Yeah, I want to cater to my man.
So like while you in the kitchen making him a sandwich, he could just like grab you by your hair, bend you over, face.
Yeah, like coming for his arms around my waist.
Wait, no, I'm saying like just grab you by your hair, bend you over, facing the bread and the Wonder Bread, and just you know what I'm saying, he can get that right there, just like that. In the Wonder face in the Wonder Bread.
Yeah, like I want that. You know what I'm saying? I like all that. I really do. So what I'm saying is like
pull that little robe up, facing the Wonder Bread. Got
all
you
that.
Got your lace front. Then they're about to pull the lace front off.
I'll rip this bitch off and roll it around my head. What is that? Twist it around your head, spin like a helicopter.
P. Pablo.
North Carolina, I'll rip this motherfucker. What? I'm turned up. Y'all don't really know. You know, I'm trying to keep it classy, but yeah, so that's what I like. Really extremely aggressive men. Go ahead, Vanessa. Let them know.
Okay. So are we just we're doing non-sexual, right? Or
no, what turns you on? Sexual. What turns you on? It could be non-sexual, sexual, whatever. What turns Blaze,
well, non-sexual, I just love a man that that smells amazing and that has proper hygiene, because a lot of men ain't shit. Like they like I don't know if like they just throw that shit out the window or they wasn't raised properly, but like I feel like as a woman, like I'm gonna make sure that I'm clean. I'm, I might be looking like a bum, but I'm still showered. I'm fresh. Some men, they don't care about that shit, especially once they get too comfortable. They're just like, oh, she could, nah, not me. Like just someone that really cares about their hygiene. That's a huge thing for me. Are you a student? Yes.
I got my hand raised
Fancy.
because I don't want to be interjecting like that, but I be wanting to stay on topic when you say something like that. And I just wanted to put this out here, just an easy disclaimer for everyone, for any woman that every woman that knows me and that come around, they know whether I leave the door unlocked for you or something like that. Before you get here, these nuts gonna be fresh. I'm in the shower. If I got an appointment coming and I gotta drop something off, you're not getting stinky meat stick. You're gonna get fresh nuts out the shower.
I
Chin
will
nut.
hope so.
You're getting
But you know
chin
what?
nut.
You know what? Some guys don't even care about that either, about women being clean. And I'm gonna tell you, and this is true story. I cannot make this up. I was at the gym. This was years ago. One of the little jump offs that I had. I was in the gym sweating. I'm over here doing my post fucking workout shit. You know my ass sweating as fuck. This motherfucker hit me up in the DMs talking about pull up. And I'm like, I'm at the gym. He's like, oh, I know. Pull up. I said, well, let me go home and shower first. He's like, nah, come as is. And this motherfucker be eating my pussy and shit. So I'm like, now I know for a fact. Some people like, oh, I don't care if he don't care, I don't care. I fucking care.
I know that's right. You ain't gonna be telling your friends my shit was musty.
Girl,
Eating
no.
pussy. And
Yes.
But you know what? Okay,
fresh
sorry.
out the shower?
I need a soundboard because when I come in with like one of these little historical facts, like I need like to warn you guys. So here I'm coming with a historical fact. Historically, that women's pheromones when they sweat like that are what used to attract men to them. So that stinky smell that we think is stinky, like men deep down, they like that shit, bitch. It turns them on.
What?
That's where we hold our pheromones. Yeah, in our sweat.
Not this man.
Yeah, I know. Now, we've evolved, but
She's
yeah,
getting
back in the day,
historical facts.
that's what turned, and not a fishy smell, ladies. We're not talking about bacterial or nothing like that. Just like the musty is what they like.
You did see The Hills Have Eyes, right? That was the funniest thing I ever seen as a younger person. I was like 17, 18 when The Hills Have Eyes came out. I went to the movie theater to see it. And in The Hills Have Eyes, there was like some hillbilly, almost dead motherfuckers. I don't know, it was weird. They were all fucked up. But they went in this camping trailer, something like the middle desert of nowhere. They had people that they were killing, right? It was like a horror movie. And then when they was about to rape the bitch, he took his fingers and stubbed them in her pussy and smelled his fingers. He was like he went crazy. He went crazy. And I thought that was the funniest shit I ever seen. Like, but that's like what you're saying. Them pheromones.
Yeah, back in the day, like that's what used to turn a man on. I learned this in health class, in 10th grade health class. I'll never forget because my teacher was saying, she was like, somebody had, it was like open topic where we could ask questions, and somebody had asked like, is it healthy for women to shave their pussy hair? We didn't say pussy hair. Is it pubes or whatever word we use? And the teacher was like, she was like, some husbands, ask their women not to because they like, the hair holds the smell, and they like that. So she was like, and it's healthy. She was like, as long as you just, you have to be a lot more clean. But yeah, some men like that, musky smell.
So just curious.
I'm not doing that shit,
okay,
but some people do.
So you're a baldy. What about you? You're a baldy. You're a baldy, or are you like a porn star trim, little patch?
1980s porn star trim.
The landing strip.
Landing strip.
Got a whole landing strip.
The first time I ever got waxed. I tried the landing strip just because I'm like, let me see what this is about. And my dude at the time, he was just like, okay, like, it's whatever. And then after that, I just went bald. But some men do like that. Like, actually, I was just talking about the other day. I had a dude, he was older. He actually asked me, like, before we started messing around, he had asked me to not shave. He asked me not to, because I was growing up, I used to trim my shit all the time. That was before shaving, that was before waxing and stuff. I would trim my shit, and then 2 of my relationships, they used their razor and they shaved it for me.
So you used to keep a baby fro, and your nigga,
another turn on. Sorry, we just got off topic, but
one of your niggas that you was dating Hey, and one of your niggas you was dating, he kept a lot of dental floss.
No, he didn't need it.
I mean, you
It
got all
wasn't
that bush.
long.
I'm saying
No,
you got
I
all
don't
that
have.
bush.
It's not a bush if you trim it down.
Well, but you said one of the dudes asked you not to even shave it.
Oh, yeah,
So
that
I'm
wasn't my
saying,
dude. He was older,
so
but yeah,
he
we
was
just
old.
messed
He was an old
around.
nigga, so he was a dental. He kept a lot of dental floss because he got to be picking out them pubes out his teeth and shit. Trying to.
Whatever. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I said someone that smells good, and then definitely a man that has a sense of humor and that matches me because I'm weird as fuck. Like
You're an
think I'm
Aquarius.
very
Y'all are weird as
weird.
and dope as fuck.
Yes.
Y'all are
Thank you.
my
Thank
dude's an
you.
Aquarius. Yeah, I love Aquarians.
She from Dago. She a Aquarius. But anyway,
A
but Rashad, what's up, man? You ain't chimed in on it. What turns
This nigga's super blood of
the
the West.
Otman? What turns the Otman on?
The almond.
I mean, today,
This nigga said today.
So
somebody that's not damaged. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of women who's just damaged and they can't really be repaired because a lot of women don't go get healed. They think they healed, but you got to go see a therapist. You need to go get some help. Go get some professional help. But yeah, so anyone that's naturally happy on the inside, you know what I mean, and truthful. Yeah, that's pretty much about it.
So a happy bitch gets your dick hard?
I think his fiance could get his dick hard, and that's all that matters.
We talking in general though. We ain't talking about what my lady does necessarily.
I thought you were talking about what type of women am I attracted to?
No,
let's say if I were to be single.
What turns you on?
Shit, I mean, come on, man. I mean, I guess asking a dude that is a stupid question. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, of course, how she carry herself, sexually. How she looks. Being sexy isn't just having sex; it's being sexy. You know what I mean? So, it comes with a package. You know what I mean? How you carry yourself, how you act.
Confidence.
Yeah. Confidence.
So you make love.
What's your sign, Rashad?
I'm an
He's
Aries.
an Aries.
Oh, that's right.
Remember I was telling you
that's
yesterday?
Right. Yeah,
he was like, I don't know no
that.
Aries.
I don't know. I don't know no Aries.
He's the god of war.
Aries, is that the god of war?
Aries is the god of war, but I think he has something to do with love too.
You can tell a lot about a man, like how they are by. I would need to know your Venus sign. I should do you guys' chart. Let me stop being weird. But you can tell a lot about people from. I'm big into zodiacs and shit, but you can tell a lot about people and what they like and how they are from their doing their birth chart. But anyways, so and what turns them on, you can find out a lot about that. So ladies, if y'all dating somebody, ask him for his birthday, ask him where he was born and what time he was born. Go on www.astrologicalchart or whatever, they have a bunch of them. Just Google it and put all that information in and it'll tell you all about the dude. That's the first or second question I ask when I first meet somebody. I think I need to see what your chart looking like.
Zodiac is bullshit to me, but
here you go with all Libras say that. All Libras say that.
He's the god of courage and war, so
Okay, well, I mean, what about you, Chauncey? What are some non-sexual things that turn you on about a woman?
Non-sexual intelligence. We can have an intelligent, intellectual conversation. I'm all about that all day. If she's dumb, I just want to get to the fucking. If she's smart, then we can sit down, we can talk, we can, brainstorm, go over a whole bunch of things about life. You know what I'm saying? Usually somebody intelligent has a lot of wisdom to them or experience things or whether it's educational stuff or traveling stuff, things that they've encountered. They might know shit about history, you know what I'm saying? But if she's just a pretty dummy, then you know what I'm saying, like, then just whatever she got that she could flaunt, if you get pretty pussy, you know what I'm saying, ass, the cheeks is fat and you want to see me, butt naked twerk videos and I can see that thing from the back, you know what I'm saying, all that shit get me ready to go. I'll be over here like this, like, yeah, what time you say, you know what I'm saying? I'll be
non-sexual things, Chauncey. What are some non-sexual things?
I just told you, intelligence. She's just intelligent, and that's what's going. That's what intrigues me about a woman, her intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm all about. I aside of a woman being attractive, she needs to be intelligent for me to be interested.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
And she can't just think she's intelligent because there's a lot of motherfuckers that think they're smart. They're not really smart.
Right. Just saying shit.
You know what I'm saying? They be saying some shit. I remember
talking in circles.
I was in motherfucking Dominican Republic, right? It was a gang of chicks that was with us too, right? And motherfucker said some shit. Motherfucker was trying to tell motherfucker 21 in Spanish, and she said doce uno, and I said
Oh God.
doce uno, and I'm like, I mean, there's a
21.
lot of,
21.
right, but I'm like, there's a lot of things that she was like, I was like, there's a lot of things you can get out of that equation, like 12 and 1, it could be 13, it could be 12 minus 1, it could be 11, or it could be 121. You trying to
The
say
Libra
you
analytical.
wasn't getting any 21 out of that. I'm like, she's like, oh, believe me, I'm very smart, I'm educated, I'm very smart. I said, I don't doubt it. You're just not very educated in Spanish. I don't
That's
doubt it
funny as
that
hell.
you're not. But I told them, but they was mostly strippers, and I kept telling them. I said, I keep forgetting. You don't get paid to think, and I just left it at that. I just kept telling them, y'all don't get paid to think.
Chauncey, don't be rude to strippers, okay? I have a special place in my heart
They
for all the
thought it was.
dancers. Any ladies out there who, you
Everybody
know what
thought
I'm
it was
saying?
funny. Everybody thought it was funny because look, we was playing the heads up game, right? And then one of the thing was like the sun. So then the chick was like opposite of the moon. She's like Aquarius, water sign, some. I said, oh my
We're
god.
actually air signs.
I'm like,
that didn't make
exactly.
sense. Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, oh yeah. Once again, I keep forgetting, y'all don't get paid to think.
You know what?
Fucking Chauncey. So
I mean,
judgmental.
I ain't judging. I ain't judging nobody. I let you get judged on your own. Just the Bible. What does the Bible has a good quote that says it's better for people to think you're a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Yeah, they did that on their own.
It is full. Well, shit. Speaking of sexual or non-sexual turn-ons, is it a turn-on for men to move in with a lady or to women in general? What are your thoughts on that?
A man should never move in with a woman. A woman should move in with him, or they should get a place together. That's my beliefs on that.
Okay.
A man
Why?
moving in with a woman because you're moving into her shit. That don't make you a leader. A woman should be coming to you. Like if you're leading the situation, why would you go move into her? Like, okay, if she already has a home, she already owns her house or whatever,
Yeah.
there's maybe certain exceptions to it. But
That's
like
what I was gonna
certain
say.
bills
What
and
if?
certain things should be in the man's name. But overall, it should be something joint. You know what I'm saying? You should have what she has, if not more, if you're trying to lead, or even if she does make more money, that's fine. But you know what I'm saying? Like a man has to be a man. So when a man is moving in with a woman, then you know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's under her.
So typically, men who, once again, I'm assuming men who move in with women don't have their own shit, period. So that's why they're moving in with the woman. And any woman who chooses a man that needs them is most likely going to get herself into a lot of trouble because he doesn't have a resume of being a man. He has a resume of being a boy. He doesn't have any kind of medals. He's not showing himself that he can take care of himself. So
it's a nigga.
When and that's a lot of women's problems is they don't know how to distinguish. Well, I mean, they know how to distinguish what's between men and boys, but women like what they like, and we can't tell them no. We can't say, hey, this and that. They're gonna be like, nah, this is
no. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I'm taking like how many women might be watching this, really taking heed and taking notes. So don't say that. Don't say that.
So, but at the end of the day, I think it's not good for a man to move in with a woman, especially. What would you want to be that dude who gets into an argument,
can get kicked out,
and get kicked out at 3 a.m. First of
at
all,
any
you
time,
shouldn't even be arguing with a woman. Number one,
right?
That's another topic we could talk about. I don't think arguing with women as a man that's not the way to go. But anyways,
yeah, arguments are for fights, and if we can't fight, what's the point?
Yeah, no,
right, nigga, arguments, fuck the attitude out of me, nigga.
When you argue with a woman, you become that woman too. You basically, it's two women arguing. Somebody gotta take charge. Somebody gotta keep the emotions in check. If emotions is all going back and forth, it's chaotic. So usually masculinity is direction and chaos is feminine. Technically, in just in nature.
I 100% agree.
I have a scenario and I just want to hear. So what if, let's just say, two people are dating. A woman just bought her home. She built it from the ground up. It's like it was set to be her forever home. started dating a dude who already had his place, and that what should that how should they move forward from there? Is it she's supposed to give up her forever
No, I
home
mean,
or her built a
of
spot to
course,
go?
there are exceptions. There's things that happen
Yeah.
that it works out, but we're talking about the majority of
Oh
dudes
no,
who
I
move
know.
in with women. But so in this
Yeah. In
specific
this,
case,
yeah.
cool. Why not? Now, if it was me, if it's not her dream house, I'm like, look, let's Airbnb or rent this house out and go get a condo somewhere.
But that's what I'm saying.
If
It's
it's
her
just
dream
me and
house
you,
because she
why we
built
need a big
it.
ass house?
Because she built it from the ground up. She everything like was her, like her name on everything, making it. And then the man, he had a relationship,
her name on everything,
ex-wife and everything, bad relationship, and just kind of like harboring those type of feelings.
It's a risk. If it's all in her name, it's a risk. It's a risk because at any given moment she can snap and flip, and you be like, "What the hell just hit me?"
Mm-hmm.
And then you once again 3 o'clock in the morning, there you go getting kicked out trying to get a Lyft or Uber. Because you don't have no domain there. You have no control there. It's nothing is you.
Let me interject. Let me interject though. 2 things about it. That's messed up about it. Number 1, it was her dream home. Now it's 2. And especially y'all should stay separated until y'all decided y'all want to make that big commitment and probably be married anyway, right? But her dream home and your dream home is 2 different things. Her idea, what she wanted by herself, is different now that you guys are together, because that's all her dream shit. If you guys are both doing well, established or whatever, y'all need to get a home that's conducive for the both of you. So both of you guys
agree.
Your man and women cave. Both of you guys have your areas and your spots. She don't just need her study or her office area, and now you don't have a man cave or you don't have a basement to make a man cave out of or something. Y'all need to still come together. So both of y'all got y'all spots. Y'all turn that shit into an income, and then go find you another spot that you guys can have together. Because not only is you accruing another asset, but you're gonna make money off of the assets you already have, right?
Right.
And then on top of that, then you guys can still be equals. Because if you're not like equals in a relationship and she has the upper hand, like, yeah, everything is her. You said everything is in her name. So okay, he can walk away at any time, just like she could walk away. You guys, women, relationships need something that tie you together. Because it's more to relationships than just love. Because love can be hurt, love can be fall out of all that. Go ahead.
Now keep this in mind. Keep this in mind, Chauncey. Depending on what state you in, legally speaking, if you guys are married, no matter if it's in your name, her name, it's gonna go to her, because this society that we live in is gynocentric. All right, the courts is gynocentric, meaning that they're gonna favor the woman, especially if you got kids, especially if you divorce her or whatever. But let me tell you, your house will be taken away. I got a brother right now who I be trying to talk to and cheer up every once in a while. He got his whole house taken from him.
I hear that story all the time.
And I'm not gonna get into more detail, but he got his whole house taken from him.
But there are stipulations to that. There's a reason why the woman will be able to, because if both you guys own a home, if a court is looking at it, if there's no children involved, there's no certain situations, stipulations to award the woman more because she's getting the children, she's getting whatever the case, then a court will make, like, it's still usually a 50-50 situation.
Are we talking about marriage, or are we talking about just
marriage? There's still a stipulation. No, there's still a stipulations to that 50-50 situation. A woman is not just gonna get half or more than half of everything if there's no stipulation to it. Now, if you was being a dog, you was cheating, you did all kinds of shit and fucked up a bunch of shit, and the court is like, well, now it's in her favor, we're gonna grant her what she wants. There's a difference between 2 people splitting up, because even if it's not joint custody for the children, then she's gonna get more. But you look at rich people all the time that divorce, right? It's not always the woman got all this shit and got everything. Sometimes the men get shit too. It goes against men too. Nigga, old buddy just broke a deal for more than half of what she was worth. And that's a deal.
That's celebrity shit though.
And she got money. I'm just saying. He didn't have money. She's big time. And
right. So to her, that's
the best lawyers. But I'm saying he got more than half her money, and she got big time lawyers. I'm just telling you, it's not always that way. It depends on the stipulations of the situation. But if a woman, if you guys are regular working people, if you guys are regular working people and there's children involved, and the woman is taking most custody, and it's not joint, it's not 50-50 down the middle, she's gonna be awarded more. If you make more money, she's gonna get spousal support. It depends on the situation. But if you guys lived in a house together and it might have been your house first and you got married, like it's certain things that can happen. Everybody's situation is different, but to just go in there and say that the woman's automatically always gonna get most of the assets, that's a lie.
All right. So for anyone listening, go speak to a lawyer.
Go speak to a lawyer.
Lawyers
Do it.
here.
Do it.
Go
Just
talk
like
to a lawyer.
just like women in child support.
It's all numbers. It's all
Just like-
numbers.
I see women all the time. I see women all the time end up owing their baby daddies because they wanted more and they got greedy, and the baby daddy was doing more than he was supposed to, and then the woman ended up owing money back. I see it.
Yeah,
all
I've seen
the
that.
time.
I've
And
seen
he
that
kept
before.
receipts.
Yeah,
Receipts, fellas.
He kept receipts,
Please
and he
do,
can prove the
yeah.
money that he was paying on top of all the extracurricular shit he was paying and all the gifts that he was giving, which is clothes, all the shit that clothes, bikes, everything.
Necessities.
Gift. Lord, it's not the same in the legal system. Like it's already been frowned upon.
I
so
was
long.
raised to keep the white man out your shit. Like if you got a problem, y'all just work it out yourselves. And da. Now, if you just got a fuck ass nigga and you absolutely cannot, mediate with him, then that's when you bring.
But
the
you know what's
white people,
crazy?
They call
It's
the
more-
course the white
but-
people, the white
but
folks in your shit.
But you know what's crazy? It's more black people and black women putting black men on child support than anybody else. And
Yeah, I
that's
believe
doing
it.
that
And
shit
it's
to
that,
us.
and that's because,
not.
and that goes to a deeper issue. It's because our communication when we get into relationships is fucking trash. And that bothers me a lot because I feel like if we were to work on our relationships and it bothers me that we even have to co-parent. Like, what the fuck? Can we get married, please? Luckily, I was married to my daughter's dad. So when we divorced, the child support shit was so easy. It was really, really, and plus we're very amicable. He's not a fuck boy or anything like that. So it was easy. But I could not imagine if he was just my baby daddy. Oh my fuck. I feel for you guys who have these men and you have these children. Like having children is stressful enough. So I could not imagine having the stress of an uncooperative co-parent on top of that.
The black woman is not requiring the black man to marry him. We talked about this before.
And
they're just not.
Saddens me. That saddens me. Like seriously, y'all, I'm just getting emotional because it's just like, oh, I don't want to get into it because I'm gonna start crying.
I don't think it's just black women, but it is a culture within our culture.
Yeah, like we just don't get married.
Women are not really. I mean, they want it, but they're not going through the steps of becoming wives.
But we're the highest.
They expect to be wives, but they don't have any qualities of being a wife.
But it's y'all too, because I've had dudes who like me and think I'm great, and they want to be. And you know what? The first thing they tell me, I'm gonna get you pregnant. You don't want to marry me. You don't want to be.
Y'all allowing that though.
Get me pregnant? No, the fuck I'm not. I have one child, and I was married to her father.
Who's y'all? But I'm saying y'all as in women as a whole. Black women are allowed. We are the highest unmarried with children rate. It's like 70-80% of our people are like unmarried with children. Like, so it is the black women, because you look at other races, it's not them. Because before black women were making more money and we needed each other and as a whole, we stuck together. Now that we're making more money in these 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s especially, we're not sticking together. We're not for each other. Like I said, it goes back to the black man is saying, I want this, and that from the black woman. The black woman is saying, we don't care because we doing this, and that, and we don't need you because we making money. But they're not making enough money to sustain forever on their own. And when they get 65 years old, I was just watching it. When they get 65 years old, they had a career span of making 60 grand. It's not a whole lot of money.
Let me tell you something.
To save
and and it's crazy because I was talking this before I even heard any other podcast people talk about it. Before the civil rights, black families was thriving. You know what I'm saying? And then here comes feminism, right? And then we got black women joining white women in this thing called equal rights for women, and that right there, although I'm not against that, but what I am against is when women came together and pretty much said, well, we don't really need the man. We're going to do what we want to do, how we want to do it, when we want to do it. Which
the government told them that.
The man is looking back.
Yeah, you're right.
Like what the hell? And then you have the war on drugs. Or no, before the war on drugs, you have a lot of black families who came from the South. They went up north. They went out west. They went out west to these factories, right? And men were able to provide for their families, their women and everything. Women stayed at home or had certain type of jobs. And you have all the warehouses closing because everything got shipped to China. Now China's making everything. So now the black man's like, well, damn, I got these skills, but nobody's hiring. And especially nobody's hiring me at the rate that I would like them to be hiring. And then you have the war on drugs, where crack cocaine and other things was
and they locked up all our black men.
Created. And then you basically dysfunction is what we see today, the result of a bunch of dysfunction, and it's a historical fact.
And it's sickening.
You know what I mean?
And it's sickening.
So that's why I pride myself on who I am today and how I operate. I like men to see that, you know what I mean? Because I too came from some dysfunction. I didn't have my dad. I just met my dad 7 years ago. You know what I mean? He was in and out of prison because he had some situations. So it's just a generational curse instead of generational wealth, generational values, generational principles. So we just got to get into we
just change the narrative. Change the narrative.
I won't blame women of today. Yeah. What I will do is there needs to be more responsible men.
Yeah, I think it's accountability on both ends.
Well, yeah, but accountability goes a long way, right? Mm-hmm. But there needs to be more leaders, more black men taking care of their shit.
Yeah.
Excuse my French. So
I mean, there are, because it's crazy how women keep saying, like in the last show, Rady said, black men. I looked at statistics on it, and Kevin was just talking about it too. There are a lot of single, professional black men making X amount of dollars.
Where they at? Give me their address.
Women just not finding them because they're looking in the wrong places, because they're attracting the wrong things, because they're attracted to the wrong type of men anyway. If they're the men that
the men that they're in my mouth.
The men that they're looking for, the men that they're looking for are not looking for them, because the women that the men that are like that are looking for want a different kind of women. Like I said, even especially the kind of women I'm looking for. I'm not looking for certain type of women that's doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. And I done made 6 figures the past 4-5 years of my life. So I've already been in this top echelon thing, and I'm a statistic on every aspect, felon, didn't finish high school, all that old extra shit, I'm saying, been locked up. Y'all remember all that old shit, made it through all kinds of different struggles and turned around and was working in corporate America, making illegal 6 figures after being, a hustler and all the old extra shit that I did, right? So, I mean, the women I'm looking for, I don't want nobody that's hood. I'm from the hood. I'm gangster enough, I'm street enough, I'm ghetto enough. You know what I'm saying? I like to turn around my conversation and then use my diction and have an intellectual conversation with a woman. And the kind of women I'm looking for is not the women that's doing certain things. I mean, I want to fuck them, don't get me wrong, I like a big booty. But I'm looking for the intelligent woman that's focused on getting ahead in life and doing certain things and ain't really caught up in social media and trying to be cute with her homegirls. My last girlfriend 6 years ago, 800 credit score, master's degree, paid for it out of pocket, didn't have no debt. You know what I'm saying? Owned her own condo, owned her own car outright. That was the kind of women I'm looking for, and I ain't had a girlfriend since. So you know what I'm saying? And she wasn't out with her homegirls all the time. She wasn't about that life. She was a different kind of woman. Her focus was different. And she came from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? She came from nothing, pulled herself up, went to college in the Caribbean, and then came through. So this is the kind of women I'm looking for, intelligent women that have a different focus in life. So so if women are looking for men like me, that's already that's aggressive, because I'm very aggressive, but I'm very gentleman-like. You know what I'm saying? Any woman that knows me knows I'm very gentleman-like. But when it comes to certain things, I'm very aggressive. But I kind of just played a low-key role and chilled, and you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. But if you want a guy like that, women we're looking for, we're not looking in we're only looking down certain streets. And you might feel like, oh man, I got educated, I got this and I got that. Why aren't these men looking for me? But it's just, people put on shit on the internet for them to be judged, and then we're gonna look at certain women a certain way.
Well, also men, I'm gonna speak for myself. Men like me, I'm not here to be in competition with your energy as far as like masculinity. I don't want no masculine woman.
What did Chauncey say last time? He said, "What you want, a dick battle? What did you say?
You want to measure your dick? You want to see whose dick is bigger? Like, what the fuck? We ain't flexing dick."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't. I'm not trying to say it as if. See, now I don't want a woman who doesn't need me. I mean, I don't want a woman who says that they don't need me. You know,
men want to feel needed. Yeah.
Right. And like a lot of the women these days is, just like y'all said in that one of the stories I was seeing on your story. What did the girl say? She said, "Fuck niggas, get money." Like that attitude right there to me is just ugly. But I mean, I understand, because that comes from hurt. It comes from hurt, and it comes from their, some trauma. But there are good men out here, but at the end of the day, a lot of these women don't know how to attract those kind of men.
Yeah, there's like 7
they
of
want
y'all.
them, but they don't want you because of the energy and who you are as a person, and then your trauma shows. Some women don't know that their trauma shows from way back when that it never healed. So that's why it's, once again, mental health. Go
Definitely,
get some
it
help.
goes a long way.
And just yeah, that's that.
So what are some of you guys' like takeaways from this episode? Because we covered a lot, I feel.
I didn't mean to be so dry today. I wasn't as animated, especially when it came to certain things. But I'm just keeping it kosher around
my
here.
dog hella conservative and shit. We need to have him do the podcast when nobody's around.
I thought Chauncey was gonna ask a question about some things he may know about of me back in the days, but he didn't. But it's cool. You know what I mean? I wasn't
at
always
the beginning,
this way.
you didn't really want to get into who you was. Just I'm just gonna keep it at that. So we gonna keep. I know when somebody says cut, the line is drawn. You don't want me to get into that.
Right.
Okay. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can ask me about anything, man. You know what I'm saying? All that, all whatever.
Let's just put it this way: I was not living right, but I always had good intentions. My mom didn't raise me to be the way I was being. It was a choice that I made because I was chasing. I didn't know what I was chasing. I didn't have my dad. I didn't really have a lot of masculine men around me. So I had to go out in the streets and figure out who's who and what's what.
That's a lot of men's story. A lot of black men.
When I found out, because I didn't grow up in a particular neighborhood. I grew up in different neighborhoods. So that's the reason why I didn't choose to gangbang. But I always had people. People came to me, and yeah, I was doing my things outside, and some things happened that changed my life. And I looked at it as a sign, as God, giving me a second chance to do things how I was supposed to do it in the beginning. And that's what I'm living. I'm living my truth right now, and not some dream or fantasy that I had on what I thought a man was.
Well, as far as I go, I mean, shit. Me and my mom, we didn't get along when I was in my teenage years. And by the time I hit 16, 15, like I'm 15 years old, I went back to Dago. Like I was only gone for like a year and a half, 2 years. And I went back to Dago. I'm from the set. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some shit like I'm with the homies and everything. Then I went back to Georgia, and I'm like, look, to my mom, I'm gone. Whether you help me or not, I'm gone. So I'm 16 years old. My real dad wasn't there. All kind of situations already happened that would kind of fuck shit up. And then when I got back to San Diego, my dad kind of fucked shit up more because he knew he was gonna have to pay child support for another year. So him and his lawyer, they did all kind of shit to kick me out, to keep me out of going to regular school. And then I had to go to adult high school, and it was in the Bronx, and my cousin wasn't going no more. She graduated, so it was kind of like I wasn't gonna be riding the trolley in the bus. It was just bad decisions at a young age. But from 16 years old, I always been on my own, so I had to figure it out on my own. So shit I was doing, it was just me and the homies. Like,
damn.
16.
How did you survive?
I was in California. I was in San Diego. My mom was in Atlanta. And and then my real dad, he lived in LA, but he never been financially responsible for me like that, or even involved like that. So
Can you move your mic down a little bit, Chauncey? That's really bothering me that it's over your face like that.
Is that better for you?
No, it's still in the way. It's like we can't see your facial expressions. I just wanna
okay, you know what I'm saying? Let me.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's see what I just want to. Well, when I'm in the mic, I want to make sure I'm speaking directly into that motherfucker.
You can, but we'd rather see you, because when people are watching, it's like nothing's going on when we can't even see your mouth moving. You know what I'm saying? Like we need the visuals. Let's see something.
They need to focus on my voice. Just follow my voice. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the audio.
I'm gonna lead you to I'm gonna lead you to the promised land. But now, like real shit, like like I said, I was staying with some family and shit at 16, but I mean, I got some jobs, and then but I had jobs, but we was out there hitting licks. We was doing anything from nail salons to every store you could think of in San Diego. I probably done been inside that motherfucker that did some
So that's how
shit.
you survive. You actually like for survival, like that's how you.
Well, I mean, it wasn't as bad for me, but my best friend, that's been in prison since we was 18. Like, he been paying bills since we was in middle school. So we sold candy on the candy cruise. We did all kinds of stuff together, and then we would go to food for less and grocery shop, grab all the shit up, and then kick the emergency door, and we'd be out the back, and somebody be waiting for us. And that's how they survived. We took groceries. I got little shit that I wanted out the store, but I would do that with him just for him and his people. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really need it like that. But I mean, I had jobs, but you gotta understand, I had a job, but I was still in the street. Whatever my homies. I mean, we got TVs at a renter center. I'm talking about like I could really run shit down. Like we really did everything that you could think of. There's no area in San Diego I can't go. T-Mobile stores, all the sidekicks, everything. Listen, and there's nowhere in San Diego I can't go that I can't tell you that something I did downtown anywhere. So it's just like I was a young dude at a young age. You know what I'm saying?
Just trying to figure it out
in this life. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have nobody to guide me to where I'm at today. I just started thinking intelligently on my own. I was never a dumb person. I was always a smart kid. I always asked a lot of questions. I always wanted to know shit. But
Libra, yeah.
I didn't have any positive influences. I had a big cousin and his dad, and I loved them to death, and they tell me stuff. But when you on your own at 16 and can't nobody tell you nothing, you ain't got no adult supervision. You staying at your cousin's house or at your auntie house, and you just shit, nigga, I do the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone for 3-4 days. I come 3-4 days and watch my cousin, my little baby cousin, and then when she go back to her grandma's house or whatever the case, they ain't need me that day. I'm in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm outside with the homies, and that's just what happened, and that's how I end up getting a record and getting involved with everything. But now I'm a business owner.
Oh my God.
Well, you know what? That was a whole lot, but it was needed to be said. But I think today was a great podcast. Although we kind of fumbled the ball a little bit in the beginning. You know what I mean? But
this is new. We learning.
Right. Yeah. It's only gonna get better. We just, hopefully this podcast alone right here kind of gave people more
insight
who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that.
I want you to follow after me. Go like this. Just follow after me. Follow after me. Go like this.
No.
No. Go like this right here at the top.
Shit.
Go like this at the top, like this.
At the top.
Yeah. And then put your fingers right here, and go like this. No, put your fingers right here.
He's trying to see your titties.
Go like
Stop.
Go like
so stupid.
Little pervert.
I cannot with you.
All right.
It wouldn't be him if he wasn't.
It's been good.
It's been good. Any shout outs or any parting words?
Shout out to my set. No, I'm playing. All right.
Shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to everybody rocking with me, with the podcast, with y'all. Good vibes, good energies. I'm a graphic designer. If you guys need any graphics or help with your brand, Revamp Ventures, hit me up.
Shout out to Ryan Anthony. We barely see the beach. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga repping Dago all the time. Got those on.
Yep.
And then
Let me
for
know
me,
when
you guys,
pay for some commercials.
If you guys want to know a little bit about my personal, I do talk about a lot about. I get real personal on my YouTube channel. Here it's just Radie V, RADIEV. I just started. It's brand new, but I plan on really. That's like what I'm really working on right now. So check me out over there if you guys like the personality. If you like, yeah, bitch, I like them kind of niggas too. Get over there, and that's where we talk about that.
I feel it. For me, shout out to Sheena again, the birthday girl. Shout out to everybody that put everything together because this weekend was bananas.
We had a great time. Oh, I'm gonna link it below, y'all. I gotta do the vlog and then I'm gonna link it because I had the camera out the whole time. Yep. I think our co-hosts were embarrassed. They're probably watching us shaking their head like, look at these
like, what the fuck is wrong with these girls?
Like these fucking girls.
I wasn't tripping. Who you fuck don't make me come. What you eat don't make me shit. Do your thing. Do your thing. I was just like, where them hoes at? No, I'm playing.
You're not playing.
But
shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. Even at the dinner, they was like, "Oh yeah, you doing a podcast?"
Yeah.
You know, the homie sent over the link, and I was like, "What?" And I said, "Who?" He's like, "Chauncey." I was like, "Oh, okay." You know, so
I was working hard for
we
them.
getting some time. You know, some traction. We getting some action. So that's what's up. You know, and it's
we
only
need to
gonna go up from
make sure you
here.
guys subscribe so that we don't have to
Yes.
send out the link, subscribe, and then also hit the notification bell so you guys can get
Yes.
notified.
Yeah,
And the like,
we need
comment,
comments,
talk to us.
all of that.
All
We need your
it
feedback.
help-
We
it
want to
helps
know how
push
you
I want you
out.
guys to
feel.
talk y'all
people
shit. Go
see it.
talk shit. Bad shit. Y'all can dislike, like. I don't
don't
care
give
what
a
you
damn.
do.
Yeah.
You can
I
leave
need
a
your
fuck all
shit.
y'all. Just leave a comment.
Right.
If you bad, leave a number.
Or that.
if y'all
Chauncey gonna send y'all a DP.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a dick print, not a dick pic, a dick print, just a print.
All right, bye you guys. We'll see you guys
All right,
next
y'all.
time.
Take care.
Bye.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just want